15. Zebra head coach Rob Malco joins us for the Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance pregame show, and it's been a long time, Rob, since I've said. First of all, congratulations and welcome back.
Well, thank you. It has been 6 seasons. So at times it feels like 6 seasons, and there's times when I'm walking back into a gym with the boys and it feels like yesterday also. But thank you. I appreciate it, and I'm just looking forward to the season.
Rob, you played high school ball, you played college ball, you coached before, you coached in the biggest game that a coach could ever want to coach in. So with all that being said, and as you just mentioned, you've been out 6 seasons, how are you feeling right now?
Well, I have a really good staff supporting me, from Coach Stasiak to Coach Kelly to Coach McCarter. A lot of guys who are volunteering to come in to help me out, whether it's my brother or Luke Smith. So good people who know the game that I'm leaning on. But there's no question for me, there is a little bit of a transition of getting back in the flow. The first time I did this, I had coached girls basketball for 8 seasons, was out for 4, but one of those I coached the freshman boys the year before I got the varsity job back in 02-03. So that transition seemed a little more seamless, and I don't know, I'm not saying this one isn't, it's just we'll see, but there's no doubt, the month of November, there's a lot of administrative things you're doing as a coach that doesn't count, you really aren't coaching, so we're wrapping those things up, so I'm just looking forward to really focusing on the coaching aspect of basketball.
Rob, and I know you're in the classroom every day, but in the last 6 years, as you approach Culver, and I know you've had a couple of weeks to work with the kids, have you seen any difference in that 15 to 18-year-old?
Society's different, that's for sure, and I wouldn't go so far as to say it's only been the last 6 years. I could go back, I think, more toward when I started the first time. Going back now would be about 15 years ago. There's a definite change in terms of the technology and how people communicate and how parents and their expectations with their kids. And I'm not saying that's good or bad, it's different. So it's just, but being in the classroom every day since then, though, I've been kind of in the flow of that part of it.
Sure.
So nothing on that end really surprises me.
You take over a team that you inherited some really good kids. You'd inherited some basketball players, some athletes, and some athletic basketball players.
Mm-hmm. I think that's a fair point. I think we're at this stage we're more athletic than we are a basketball player. But I hope that as the season progresses and you guys are on the radio from week to week, that you guys see the basketball piece continuing to be added and getting better along with the athleticism and the size that we have, which, that's one thing about our group. We're pretty big. And the guys that I finished up with the last few years, we were usually in that 6'2" range, and really quick and athletic. Yeah. So, this athleticism is different than what I had before. But I had before, toward the end, was very quick and very fast. This is got a little more strength to it, a little more size to it, not quite the quickness or speed. So, but early when I started out, I had teams similar to this, so we've seen this kind of talent before, and hopefully we can do some good things.
Normally the first game, the 5th game, the 10th game are called measuring stick games. You've already done that. You've already been through the measuring stick game with the best team in Class 2A. How did that go in the scrimmage?
Well, I thought I saw a lot of really good things. We were able to win a quarter. We were able to, we lost by 1 1/4. But the hard part about a scrimmage is if you're not good at something and you have to play that a whole quarter to help each other, like say a zone or a man or a press, those quarters can get away from you if you're not as good. But you're obligated to play it out because you're trying to help each other learn how to work your press breaker against pressure defense, as an example. And we're not a pressure defensive team, so we had a couple quarters that were tough on us. But we're obviously not going to sit in that type of defense on game nights now. I guess the best way to put it is I was very encouraged by what I saw from us and how we handled ourselves defensively, and how we were very, very smart about the shots we took. And if I could say that there's a goal on our part tonight, it is to take really good shots, work the ball, time of possession. If we're passing the ball 6, 8 times, 10 times, that's what we're looking to do to get closer to the bucket and get high percentage shots.
Well, I think that the patience is a virtue. I've watched this team a long time, and a lot of these same kids a long time, and there's been a couple of times where we saw really good ball movement, and then we saw teams just come down and chuck it.
Well, and I think that it goes back to, right now, every day in practice, we're not doing it. I mean, like I told them when we took the job, there are things we're going to do and there's things that we are not going to do, and there's no room for compromise. So I think that's kind of a process of them getting to know me and my stubbornness, and hopefully them respecting what we're teaching, and from what I'm seeing at this point, I'm encouraged, and I hope we can keep growing from that.
Well, obviously, you had a lot of kids in the school system excited about Rob Malco coming back to sit on the bench because your numbers are huge.
Well, it really, I think anytime you get a new coach, you kind of have that happens, whether it would be me or anybody. It's nice that kids want to play and come out, but at the same time, it's just a new thing. So look at it next year and we'll see where we're at.
Rob, I know you've got your starting five in mind, but as we stand here 20 minutes before the JV starts, do you have a feeling how deep you can go varsity-wise?
I really believe that we're going to be able to go at least 8, maybe 9 or 10 in certain situations. And we got a player who's not here tonight that would have been one of those guys that would have made it a legitimate 10. So, but like you said, I have a starting lineup, but I doubt, I'm not saying that'll be the same lineup the next game or 2 games down the road. There's a lot of young players that I'm impressed with that are going to get better fast, and it'll be nice to be able to find the mix and the rotations that complement, and that's what I've been trying to make sure they understand. Starting isn't what it's about. Finishing the game is what it's about on that night. That means you're playing well, doing what we need to do on the floor, and being on the floor in the last quarter is where you make your money.
I know you guys fight every day to get a win every time you step on a court, but what do you want to see tonight?
I want to make sure that we're fundamental, coming to jump stops in our offense so that we got choices instead of leaving our feet and hoping that the guy's going to be open when we let go of it. I want to see us defensively communicate and be big. We're strong. We need to make sure we're physical. I want to make sure we're blocking out and rebounding. And I think when you play a smaller team like Culver, that's a challenge for a larger team like us. And Culver plays hard, so I know that's going to be a real challenge. But most of all, I just want to see us, when we make a mistake, play on. Don't think about it. We'll deal with that later. But right now, it's next play. Let's go. Don't dwell on it.
Your 5 starters?
Tonight we're going to go with Jordan Reinhold, Austin Utter, Zach Graham, Brady Perez, and Tyler Walker.
Rob, thanks for your time. Good luck. We'll talk to you after the game.
All right, thank you.
Zebra head coach Rob Malco back with more of the Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance pregame show after this on 92.1 WROI. Cavs head coach Tom Kruger joins us, and I know, Tom, when you've got a lot of new kids and a lot of kids making the transformation from JV to varsity, and all you got under your belt is a scrimmage, it's really tough to know what you're going to get in the first game. But you've been doing this a couple of days. What do you expect to see tonight?
Well, the number one thing is I just, I want our kids to compete and play hard, and this group's going to do that. I may not always execute maybe the way we're looking right away, but as I told these guys, the main goal for us this year is we want to start at one place and we want to be better by the end of the year, and that's got to be the main goal. If you take a couple lumps early or and before Christmas and you can't bounce back from it, it's not helping you any.
So, this game, it's been in Culver, Rochester for a long, long time the night before Thanksgiving. It's a fun game and really a measuring stick for both teams.
Yeah, it really is. I think Rochester is going to be much improved from where they've been the last few years here, and I think it's going to give us a good look at exactly where we're at for the season here. One thing, and you look up and down that lineup they sent over here is, it looks like they got some big, strong kids, and that's going to be a good measurement for us tonight.
You look up and down your roster, and you've got a lot of kids out.
Yeah, well, we got 18 kids, I think, which is a good number for, everybody going to get some playing time, and, it keeps them locked in, I think, and then practice-wise, everybody knows what's expected every day. And, yeah, I'm happy with where we're at. We've had good numbers here the last few years, and that's the first battle you usually got to contend with is make sure you got enough kids out to compete, and we do. I like this team a lot. But it's hard to get a feel right now. We're, every day in practice we're kind of going against JV kids, and it's a different speed when they step on the varsity floor.
You're going to be just coach this year on the bench. You don't have to worry about dad.
Well, that was actually last year.
So when that happens, and now, like you said, 2 years now, this is the second year, does that take a little pressure off of you a little bit? That you can just coach now and not worry about who you're making mad?
Yeah, it does. I've always been I've always been from day one for the kids, in this community. I grew up here, I played here. I played some bad basketball here myself, okay? I guess Brett and Kyle, and when I was on their staff, we kind of all had a game plan that we wanted to compete year in and year out and be competitive, and hopefully we can keep that going. That's the main goal, and it's for the kids, and but yeah, you're right. I would not trade coaching my son for anything in the world, but it is a different, there's a different weight off of you when you walk in this gym. And now, I get to see a little bit. He's coaching my 6th grade son here. He's going to Ansil and playing baseball. So, we got him back here helping the kids, and he's doing a great job. And it's fun to watch him on that aspect too.
Tom, let's talk about some of your kids. Who are we going to see tonight?
You're going to see R.T. Roberts, Lance Keller, Ethan Schumann. 3 seniors are going to start there. Kia Ryle, another senior, is going to see some playing time. He's had a tough week here. He lost his father about 10 days ago now, I think. So we're trying to get him through that. He's still going to see some playing time. He's put a lot of time in this program. Great kid, and going through a tough thing right now. And then we're going to see some juniors and sophomores that are up off the JV. Donovan Ziaja and Carter Stevens are going to start and see a lot of playing time. So I'm excited for these young kids. They can kind of set the bar where they're at, and we can tell them where we want to get them.
Looking at watching these kids shoot before the game here in pregame, and they look like basketball players and they look like athletes.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I was talking to paper or something the other day. Ethan Schumann is going to play a lot of post for us, and I can put him in a foot race out here, and he's the fastest guy on the floor. So that's a good thing, and all these kids are fairly quick. The biggest thing is we're going to have a little disadvantage on our height this year, and the kids have been buying into, you got to get a box out every time a shot goes up. If we can limit to 1, we're going to be all right. If, we give people 2, 3, 4 shots, it's not going to be good for the Cavs.
So, Tom, tell me, what do you guys have to do tonight to win?
Well, that's exactly it. We got to keep them on one shot attempt, corral the rebound, and then play the style we want to play. Don't need to force things, Play with some composure.
One more time, your starting 5.
Be Roberts, Keller, Schumann, Stevens, and Ziaja.
Okay. Tom, thanks for your time. Good luck to you guys tonight. Good luck to you the rest of the year.
Thanks a lot.
Cavalier head coach Tom Kruger. That's going to wrap up the Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance pregame show. National anthem is next from Culver. And we'll come back with the starters of the tip after this on 92.1 WROI.
Rochester Zebra.
Back at Culver High School, time now for the starting lineups. First for the Cavaliers, at one guard will be a 5'11 senior, Lance Keller. The other guard, a 5'6 sophomore, Carter Stevens. At one forward, a 6' senior, R.T. Roberts. The second forward, a 6 foot 1 inch junior, Devon Ziaja. And the other forward will be a 6 foot senior, Ethan Schumann. Culver coach from Mr. Tom Kruger. For the Rochester Zebras at one guard will be a 6'5 senior, Austin Utter. The other guard, a 6'3 senior, Jordan Reinhold. At one forward, a 6'1 junior, Zach Graham. The second forward, a 6'2 junior, Brady Perez. And the third forward will be a 6'3 junior, Tyler Walker, Rochester coach by Mr. Rob Malco. So again, the first game of the regular season for the guys. Excited to see what the varsity can do, because the JV, Brad, put on a show where they won tonight by the final 39-16. Cavalry, Lingenfelder, and Jerry Plummer each with 7 points, but everybody that got in the game for except maybe one scored.
Yeah, that was a great effort by the JV and a great defensive effort in the second half. They outscored Culver 25-3 in that second half of that ball game. It was a 1-point game at halftime, and they defensively and were able to pull away from them in the second half.
Decent crowd here for a Wednesday night, the night before Thanksgiving. Rochester traveled well tonight. Good to see.
Yeah, they did. A lot of expectations, I think, for this team this year.
I agree. So the Rochester Zebras in their black unis, their road unis, and the Cavaliers in their home unis. Brad Thomas, I'm David Muslim, and it'll be Brady Perez to jump for the Rochester Zebras, and it looks like Ethan Schumann to jump for the Culver Cavaliers. Don't forget, coming up at halftime, we're going to have Rochester Wrestling coach Clint Gard. I interviewed him earlier today, so we'll have that coming up at the break. So here we go. Rochester will go to our left. Culver will go to our right. It'll be Perez and Schumann to jump center for their teams.
They had a wrestling tournament this
They did.
earlier today. Yeah.
And Rochester controls the tip. And Austin Utter will run the point. Utter top of the key against the man-to-man defense. Picks up his dribble in the center circle, high on the right side. To Graham, back to Utter.
Man-to-man by Culver.
Utter drives it left in the paint, travels, and it'll go to Culver on the first turnover of the game.
Yeah, just caught that toe and a little stutter step.
So the Cavs will get it back. Rochester will set up in a man-to-man defense. As Roberts crosses the timeline, works against Brady Perez, high on the left side to Keller. Rochester again in a man-to-man. Zihaja quickly near side to Roberts. Roberts stands behind the arc on the right wing, fakes right, drives it left in the paint, rises up over the defense, no good. Austin Utter with the board, and he rips and runs. Utter brings it up the floor for the Zebras. No score here, 45 seconds gone in the opening quarter. Brady Perez in the left corner. Perez now on the wing, drifts to his right, now top of the key to Reinhold. Jordan holds, drives right, goes back left, in the corner to Utter, 18-footer right baseline is good. And the Zebras strike first. It's 2-0, a minute gone in the first quarter.
Good pass from Reinhold. Was able to fish that through the middle of the paint to Utter on the baseline.
So
Good 12-foot jump shot for Utter.
Culver the basketball going to our right. Keller behind the arc on the right wing. Now top to Roberts, stands between the rings of the volleyball line. Roberts holds, gets instruction from Coach Kruger, and now sends it left corner to Keller. Keller around the pick, back to Roberts on the right wing. Roberts drives it left at the free throw line, hesitates, accelerates, kicks it in the corner. Ziaja's three, no good. Tyler Walker clears the board to Reinhold. Rochester runs. Reinhold, top of the key, hesitates, now accelerates, goes to the rack, layup is short, and the rebound to Cavaliers. Nice idea, and he had it. Culver pushes the other way. Ziaja, now to Roberts, top of the key between the circles. He's guarded by Brady Perez. Ziaja right side to Keller, stands about 5 feet behind the three-point line. Now quickly to Stevens, left side to Roberts, inside the arc this time on the wing. Roberts, couple of dribbles, backs his way outside the three-point line. Now high on the left side to Roberts, now on the near side. Or make that to Stevens. To Keller to Roberts, just inside the arc, top of the key. Ziaja fakes right, couple of dribbles to his left, backs it out to the volleyball line, high on the left side to Keller. Keller blows around the defense. His layup off the glass is good.
Quick step. Keller's got a quick first step.
2-2, and now Roberts steals the basketball.
Roberts goes in and tries to throw the pass behind the back, but he gets it caught on the hip of Reinhold, and he gets down the floor to Tyler Walker, and he puts it in for 2. Rochester up 4-2, 5:20 to play in the first quarter. Right side of Keller. Nice job down there by Tyler Walker, cutting off the passing lane to Stevens. Ziaja hands off to Roberts, who stands just off the left side of the circle for the Cavs, and now he'll back it back into the circle. High on the right side is Ziaja. Ziaja holds against Reinhold, looks back door to Roberts. Nice job by Brady Perez, cutting off that passing lane to Roberts now in the left wing.
Stevens and Walker really going at it down low, bumping shoulders.
Yeah.
And that time Walker steps in front of the pass and gets the steal for Rochester.
Utter to Graham. Graham on the baseline, loses the handle, picked up by Culver, but we're going to have a foul on Zach Graham in the meantime. That'll go back to the Cavaliers. The Zebras lead 4-2 with 4:46 to play in the first quarter. Isaiah Jackson will come in for the first time for Rochester. Jackson is a 5'10 sophomore, and he'll replace Graham. Brad Thomas, I'm David Musselman. 4:46 to play first quarter. Opening night here for Rochester and Culver, and the Zebras lead by 2. Roberts runs the point for the Cavs. He'll walk it through the center circle. Brady Perez will pick him up at the three-point line. Keller high on the left side against Jackson. Jackson make that Keller. Now to Ziaja, top of the key. Ziaja fakes right, goes back left to Roberts. Roberts hauls in the loose basketball high on the left side. Roberts gets a pick, throws to the left, goes to the basket hard. He'll throw it hard off the glass, no good, and the rebound to Walker.
I don't think Utter got a finger on it, but he sure changed the direction of that shot.
Reinhold to Utter, left side to Jackson. Lob pass inside to Walker, one dribble. Tyler leans, shot no good, but a foul coming on Stevens. That's going to send Tyler Walker to the line to shoot 2.
At times, Walker and Stevens looks like their jerseys are sewed together. Those two guys are really pushing on each other.
That's right. Kia Real, a senior for the Cavs, will come in after the first free throw by Walker, who's off the mark, no good. He'll have one more. So Real is in, and Ziaja is out. So Tyler Walker with one more freebie for the Z's. 4:10 to play in the first quarter. Eyes a second one, lets it fly, and it's good. 5-2. Rochester on top. Walker will jog it across the timeline on the left side. Rochester now in a 2-3 zone, extended out to the volleyball line. Now Jackson back at the three-point line. Real in the left corner, fakes a three, drives it around the defense. On the baseline, rises up, puts it off the glass and in. 5-4.
Ryle did a really good job of getting around the defense and finding a hole.
Goes to the basket, jump stop, loses the handle. Ball loose in the lane, picked up by Austin Utter. Now to Brady Perez, out to Utter on the right wing, now to Reinhold on the left side. Jordan gives to Jackson in the left corner, looking down low to Walker, can't get him. Good defense down there by Stevens. Now to Brady Perez, top of the key. Perez, couple of dribbles to his right, now goes back left. His floater off the glass is too hard, and the rebound to the Cavs. 3:20 to play in the first quarter. Rochester by 1, Culver running to our right. Real, 3, left baselines, off the mark, no good. And Utter grabs the board, outlets to Jackson. Rochester runs. Jackson on the left wing. Step back 3 on the way is no good, just barely draws iron and goes out of bounds. It'll go back to the Cavs. 3:06 to play first quarter. Rochester up 5-4. It'll be Cavalier basketball going to our right.
Coach Malco not exactly a fan of the shot selection on that last
Well,
possession.
you heard in the pregame that he's preaching patience, and
yeah.
I'm guessing another one like that, and somebody's going to see some bench time beside Coach Malco. Roberts drives around the defense and puts it in for 2, and Culver has their first lead of the night at 6-5. Utter against Roberts, crosses the timeline, left wing, now at the free throw line. In the lane now, kicks it outside to Brady Perez, fakes the 3, lobs inside at Reinhold on the left baseline. Jordan cross court to Utter. Utter pulls up from 15 feet off the glass and no good. Walker's put back no good, but a foul coming on Culver. That's going to send Tyler Walker back to the line to shoot 2.
Well, Walker was in the right place for the rebound. He just got fouled trying to go back up with it.
2.5 to play first quarter. The Cavs lead 6-5 here at Culver High School. And Tyler Walker back to the line to shoot 2 for the Zebras. Walker flies the first one, and it's good, and we're tied at 6. One more coming for Tyler Walker, the 6'3 junior for the Zebras. Second one on the way. No good, too hard. And the rebound to Keller and the Cavs. Outlets to Roberts. We're tied at 6 with 2:25 to play in the first quarter. Cavaliers with the basketball against the man-to-man defense. Ryal hands off to Roberts on the right wing. Roberts fakes right, goes left, in the paint, out to Keller. Baseline jumper on the way is good. 8-6 Cavs, 2 to play in the first. Isaiah Jackson runs a point, drifts to the left wing. Now hands off to Reinhold. Jordan in the paint, stops, rises up, shot short. Walker another rebound. Tyler Wade puts it back. It's good. Tyler Walker working hard. We're tied at 8 with 1:50 to play in the first quarter. Roberts with the defense back inside the free throw line.
A lot of room
basically
out front.
begging him to shoot.
A lot of room at the top of the key.
The pass goes inside, but off the hands of the Cavs, out of bounds. It'll go back to Rochester. Alex Unifield into the game for the first time, and Tyler Walker will get a much-deserved rest. 94 seconds to play in the first quarter. We're tied at 8. Zebra basketball, and the Cavs will put on a little man-to-man pressure here. Isaiah Jackson has his pass deflected out of bounds by Keller. Zebras will try it again.
Yeah, Culver's looking to get a little boost here with some good defense on the full court pressure.
Reinhold, bounce pass into Jackson, right in front of Coach Malco. Jackson brings it all the way up the floor, jump stop, rises up, shot blocked from behind, and the ball is going to be knocked out of bounds by Unifield, and it'll go back to the Cavs.
Nice job by Jackson, but broke the press and took it all the way to the basket. He just couldn't finish.
Nice jump stop.
Yeah.
Jackson's going to get a rest, and Graham is back in for the Zebras. 1:25 to play, first quarter. We're tied at 8 here at Culver Community. Brad Thomas, I'm David Musselman. Roberts through the center circle, high on the right side to Keller. Rochester in the man-to-man defense. Keller now between the rings, high on the left side to Roberts. Roberts holds and studies. Roberts still holding. Rochester basically going to tell him you can have that shot all day long if you want to take it.
He hasn't really looked for a shot outside. He's dribbled and penetrated into the paint a couple of times, but not looking for the outside shot.
Keller just about had his pass tipped away and stolen. Roberts goes to the basket. Harden throws it in for 2. 50 seconds to play. The Cavs by 2. Hunter with the basketball. Crosses the timeline against Roberts. Works to the right wing. Good defense by R.T. Roberts. Now goes to Unifield. Back door to Utter. Utter loses the handle. Picks it up on the baseline with 32. High on the right side to Perez. Brady hands off to Reinhold with 20 to 8. As the first quarter coming to an end, the Cavs lead 10-8. The count has started. We got to go. And Reinhold finally does. He's high on the left side. Now around Keller. Pushes off outside to Brady Perez with 15. Perez holds about 10 feet behind the arc on the right wing with 12. Brady Perez drives to the left with 10. Gives him the corner to Graham with 8. Zach Graham goes to the basket, throws it up with 7 high on the glass, and it goes. With 4. With 2. With 1. The jumper at the buzzer is on the way and no good. After 1. Rochester and the Cavs tied at 10. You're listening to Zebra Basketball, 92.1 WROI.
Simplify your banking with a Simply Free checking account from First Federal Savings Bank.
All it takes is a $50 opening deposit. There's no minimum balance requirement and no service fees.
For a limited time, you'll also receive a free gift just for opening a checking account.
And with Instant Issue, we can give you a debit card when you open your account, giving you immediate access to your funds.
Simply Free checking from First Federal Savings Bank, a simpler way to bank.
And remember, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
Hey everybody, I got exciting news. Country Lanes has a new state-of-the-art scoring system.
Come out, let your kids be mesmerized by the animated backgrounds. Take a safari trip to Jungle Jive or an outer space adventure in Cosmic Crush. Themes like the Kecklers or High Seas will entertain your little ones for hours. Choose extreme sports or click on Ninja Strike for martial arts. This high-spirited atmosphere is way cheaper than Cedar Point. Come out and visit Country Lanes for all your bowling fun.
We're tied at 10, and Culver will start this second period, Brad, with the basketball. On the floor for the Zebras.
I was just going to say, they haven't really hurt us any from the outside. They've tried penetrating into the paint. They've managed to get across on the baseline and find a few seams off the shoulders. Rochester's defense holding pretty good from outside.
Rochester starts the second quarter as like the first quarter ended. The same personnel on the floor: Graham, Utter, Perez, Onafield, and Reinhold. Rial outside to Keller behind the arc on the left wing. Thought about a three, passes it up, works it hard against Zach Graham. Now to Roberts, quick into the corner to Rial. Rial, a couple of dribbles to his left. Now to Stevens, high on the left side to Schumann, to Keller on the baseline. Keller against Utter, brings it to the wing, now at the free throw line. Outside to Roberts, elbow extended right. Now he backs it out behind the three-point line, now to the volleyball line.
Perez doesn't follow him out there. If he stays at the free throw line, lets Roberts come all the way back out into the circle.
Well, if Brady Perez follows him out there, he's going to blow around him.
Yep.
Roberts stands between the rings. Now his heels in the circle. Now in front of the volleyball line, Rial works to the right side, and now we're going to have a legal screen whistled against the Cavs.
And that foul's against Schumann. It's 2 on him, 3rd on the team.
Ziaja will come back into the lineup, and he'll replace Schumann, like Brad said, with 2 fouls. Coach Malco will go back to the bench. Jackson will come in, and Graham will come out. Minute gone in the second quarter, 10-10 here at Culver. Don't forget, coming up at halftime, Rochester Wrestling coach Clint Gard. We'll talk about the first 2 contests of the year, including the one today. Jackson outside. Man-to-man defense by the Cavaliers. Jackson with the basketball, drives it hard to his left. Inside the three-point line, backs it outside. Now directs traffic, looking back door to Brady Perez. Can't find him, has it behind the wing right side. Utter on the baseline against Roberts. Austin looking. Couple of dribbles with his left hand. Good defense by Roberts, and the pass is going to be tipped out of bounds by Keller, and it'll stay with the Zebras right in front of the Cavs bench. 6:39 to play in the first half. We're tied at 10 here at Culver High School. Reinhold will trigger it in front of the Cavs bench. Rochester going to our left. Reinhold studies, gets it into Isaiah Jackson. Jackson holds against Keller in the man-to-man defense. Make that Ziaja. Jordan back outside of Utter. Long 2-point shot, no good off the mark. And the rebound to the Cavaliers. Roberts runs for the Cavs. Roberts at the right elbow. Now to Keller. Keller fakes a shot against Jackson. Goes left side. Ziaja to Roberts. Roberts holds about 10 feet behind the three-point line. We're tied at 10. 6:10 to play in the first half. Cavs okay running the clock here. And Keller quickly swings to the left side to Ziaja. Ziaja backdoor to Keller. Keller grabs it down to Stevens, backs his way in, throws up a shot blocked by Onafield. To Utter, now to Jackson. Jackson runs for the Z's. Hands off to Reinhold. Jordan, spin move at the free throw line, out to Utter. Austin behind the arc on the right wing to Jackson. Isaiah fakes it right, goes left against the double team, kicks it out on a field to Utter. Utter feeds it down low to Perez on the right block. Brady throws up a tough shot, no good. Onafield's putback is good. 12-10. Rochester back up with 5:20 to play in the first half. Roberts with the basketball. Brady Perez begging him to shoot from there as he was inside in the lane.
Right, yeah, I just don't think Roberts is going to be an outside shooter.
Ziaja against the double team. Blocked again by Onafield. Ahead to Brady Perez. Brady Perez left side of the floor. Down to Keller. Keller coming the other way for the Cavs. Jump stop. Nice defense by Reinhold. Outside to Roberts in the corner to Rial. His three from the left baseline is short. Onafield another rebound. He loses the handle. Save from going out of bounds to Stevens. Travels, no call. There it is. I think Brady Perez had thoughts maybe of dunking that, and he took one too hard a bounce, and the ball went over his head.
Right. Yeah, I think you're right. I think he was trying to size up that rim. And
Jones and Villaquette comes in for the Cavs. And so these two young men have not seen any varsity time yet tonight. And they come in with 4:45 to play in the first half. Rochester up 12-10. Jackson, left side to Brady Perez. Brady holds the ball above his head. Now top to Jackson. Jackson holds against Villaquette. Works left side to Perez around behind the arc to Utter. Austin Utter rises up over the defense, no good. Fighting for the rebound, he put it back, is no good, but a foul coming on Roberts, and Austin Utter will go to the line to shoot two.
Well, Utter's did a good job of making that spin move on the baseline. He just couldn't get the ball to go in off the glass.
4:25 to play in the first half. The Zebras by 2, and Austin Utter at the line to shoot 2 freebies for the Zebras.
Fouls on Jones. That's his first, team fourth.
Utter eyes the first one, and it rattles in. Rochester's biggest lead of the night has been 4 earlier in the first quarter. Rochester's only committed 1 team foul. I like it.
Yeah.
4:25 to play in the first half. Utter with 1 more. The senior flies it too hard. Roberts with a rebound. Roberts runs up the floor, hesitates, now goes to the basket, throws up a tough shot, no good. Reinhold with the board. Jordan loses the handle, picked it up now to Utter. Austin across the timeline left, and he is knocked to the floor, no call. Reinhold has it now. Jordan in the paint, goes up, blocked on a field of the putback on the way is no good, and Culver with the rebound. Jones outlets to Ziaja. Are you kidding me? Couple of point blankers we just couldn't get to go. Honafield is doing a great job down low.
He's got a couple of block shots and a couple of big rebounds.
That's right.
Exactly.
Ziaja to Jones, left side to Roberts. Behind the arc, Brady Perez is on the left block almost. And now Culver will take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Zebra Basketball, 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4.
Slow download, constant buffering, Wi-Fi dead zone? Let RTC help. The customer support team at RTC Communications is here to help you with your internet connectivity.
Hi, I'm Bonnie, one of the support team members here at RTC. For a small fee, RTC offers a Wi-Fi health check where we will evaluate your in-home Wi-Fi network and assist you with common issues. See what RTC can do for you. Give us a call today.
Lead 13-10, and after the timeout, the Cavaliers will have the basketball going to our right.
So I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I hate to take Tyler or Onefeld out, but where's Tyler Walker?
Good question.
He had 6 big points in that first quarter, doing a heck of a job on defense on Stevens down low, and he went to the bench. He's not in foul trouble. We haven't seen him.
Trey Stasiak, the 5'10 sophomore, enters the game for the first time for the Z's. Your wish is my command.
There you go.
Here he comes.
They heard me.
Roberts at the free throw line. And now we're going to have a push by Reinhold as he pushes Rial. And that's only the second team foul. So Tyler Walker will come in. And he'll replace Alex Onnefield.
Onnefield did a great job in there.
Yes, he did.
At least 2 block shots, a couple big rebounds.
Yep, I agree.
A couple big. He had at least 1 putback bucket, but he had a couple more that just slipped off the rim.
Jones gets the inbounds pass. Now Robert has it between the rings, right side to Villaquette. Back to Roberts between the rings, just inside the arc. I think he travels on the shot, and shots in and out. Reinhold rips the board. Jordan runs it up the floor through the center circle. Bounces to Isaiah Jackson, high on the left side. He looks back to Coach Malco. Has the play, works to Reinhold high on the right side. 3 to play in the first half. Rochester by 3. Reinhold pull up 18-foot on the way from the baseline's in and out, no good. And Tyler Walker climbed the back of Jones, and he'll be whistled for a foul.
That's just the second team foul on Rochester. Walker's first.
2:55 to play in the first half. Rochester up 13-10. And it'll be Cavalier basketball going to our right. Brad Thomas, I'm David Musselman. Clint Guard coming up at halftime. We'll do quick stats, and then we'll get to Clint. That was recorded earlier today. Villaquette. Right side, hands off to Roberts. Roberts drives it left at the free throw line. Back to Villaquette. 3-ball right wing for the Cavs is short. Rebound put back by Zaire is blocked. And quickly ahead to Brady Perez. He rises up and flips it. A 2-hand jam by Brady Perez, and now the Zebras are up by 5 at 15-10. Well, I was just about asking before the game, over under 2 tonight, and Roberts on the right wing. Left side to Rial, and then has his ball stolen by Stasiak. He picks it up and gives to Jackson. Jackson, left side of the floor, baseline to Reinhold. Jordan fakes on the block, back to Jackson. Top of the key to Stasiak. Right side to Perez. Down low to Taylor Walker, and he's in for 2. And now the Zebras up by 7. Under 2 to play.
Yep, great pass by Perez. No hesitation there. He knew Walker was open. As soon as he caught it, he zipped it right down low to him on the block.
Rael, right wing, inside the arc, backs it out behind the 3-point line. Now loses the handle off of his heel. Quickly to Ziaja. Ziaja directs traffic and gives to Roberts as he looks over to Coach Kruger and gets the play with 90 seconds to play in the first half. Rochester by 7.
Culver has not scored in this second quarter.
Yeah, we saw that in the JV game. Villaquette goes to the basket, throws up a shot, and Tyler Walker's going to get a cheap handsy call, and that's going to send Villaquette to the line to shoot 2 for the Cavs with 1:23 to play in the first half, and Onafield will come back in.
2 on Walker, team third.
So Villaquette will be at the line to shoot 2 for the Cavs.
These are the first free throws for Culver.
Yep. First one is good for the junior, make that the sophomore, and Tyler Walker will come out with 2 fouls. And Alex Onafield will come back in. Stevens and Keller back in for the Culver Cavaliers.
That breaks about a 6-7 minute
yeah, at least.
Culver. Yeah.
That's the cat there to your left.
Yeah. He might have to do some quick math.
Villaquette's second free throw, no good. And Brady Perez clears the board to Reinhold. Jordan runs left side of the floor. Minute 15 to play. Reinhold at the free throw line. Cut off by the defense. Now to Jackson. In the corner to Stasiak. Trey with the basketball in the left corner against the man-to-man defense. Feeds inside to Reinhold, and Jordan is going to be fouled by Keller on the reach-in. And it'll be out of bounds to Rochester with 1:07 to play in the first half, up by 6.
Keller's first, team 5th.
Jordan Reinhold will look to trigger it in, baseline left. Looking to get it in, still looking. Over the top to Jackson, left wing. Isaiah with the basketball, backs it out and resets for the Zebras near the timeline. Jackson against Villaquette, hands off to Brady Perez, under a minute to play in the first half. Brady Perez, left elbow, backs it in, kicks it out to Jackson. Back to Brady Perez, and then Brady travels. 48.8 to play in the first quarter, Rochester by 6. It'll be Cavalier basketball. Roberts to bring it up the floor. Roberts across it through the center circle. Now the volleyball line. Now the 3-point line. Right side against Stasiak. Kicks it outside to Keller. Keller, a jumper over Perez is good. Down to 25 seconds at 17-13. Rochester by 4 now. Biggest lead of the night has been 7 a couple of seconds ago. Jackson against Villaquette. Down to 17 seconds. Now to Reinhold, stands with 15. Reinhold against Keller. Fakes left, goes right. Outside to Stasiak. 3, left wing is short. Rebound to the Cavs with 8. Ahead to Roberts with 7. Roberts against Reinhold with 5. Throws him a shot blocked by Perez. Oh, rebound by Roberts. Put back with 1 is no good, and that's going to do it for halftime for the first half. Rochester leads 17-13 after 1. You're listening to Zebra Basketball, 92.1 WROI. Okay, quickly. He's got 8 minutes.
Got that new home edition and you're keeping it covered.
Ooh, coverages now. I can help with this. Got zone coverage, man coverage, combo coverages.
I don't know, Peyton. I think more like the coverage your nationwide agent offers.
Oh, you want to go there? Home, auto, life, business, farm, boat, RV, ATV, camper, pet, motorcycle, your tour bus. Right. Did I mention farm?
Contact Jennings Insurance Agency today or visit one of our offices in Argus and Rochester. Shepherd Chevrolet Buick in Rochester is having the largest Black Friday sales event ever. Take $1,000 off all pre-owned vehicles or receive employee pricing plus rebates on any new Chevrolet or Buick in stock. During this Black Friday event, Shepherd's is offering a free Christmas ham with every qualified test drive or qualified trade appraisal, and a free 40-inch 4K flat screen TV with the purchase of any vehicle over $5,000. That's only at Shepherd Chevrolet Buick in Rochester.
At First Federal Savings Bank, we can help you remodel your home, consolidate debt, or even provide some spending cash for you with our home equity line of credit.
Our standard home equity line of credit allows borrowers to draw funds for up to 10 years and comes with no closing costs for qualified customers.
Take advantage of this great opportunity. Contact one of our experienced mortgage lenders
or apply online at firstfederalbanking.com. And remember, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
Welcome back to Culver High School. Zebra wrestling coach Clint Gard joins us here at halftime. And Clint, I know it's pretty early in the season, but you already got your feet wet last weekend with the academy. This earlier today here in a couple of dual meets. Let's assess the season at this point.
Sure, we've gotten 8 matches in so far. Last Saturday we were at the Culver Military Academy and we wrestled. I'll go through them here. We wrestled Knox, wrestled Hanover Central, and we wrestled South Bend. Put on, and so I think that's going to be a good opportunity for our community to come out and kind of have fun in a wrestling event. There's no basketball on the schedule. There's no other sports, so I think that'll be a good opportunity. And like I said, so that's, those are only Saturdays in November and December, and then we don't have really another Saturday until the end of January when we go to conference. So a lot of our stuff is during the week. Today, for instance. We had Culver, Triton, and Winnemac in our gym, wrestled 3 duels, went really, really well. We started at 10, we were done at 12:30, had the mats rolled up, kids got some food to eat, and we're doing this interview at 1:15. Yeah. So, and that's kind of what we're trying to go towards. We want to get our kids matches.
Townhome Furnishings in Rochester is the place to shop for all of your furniture needs. Sofas, recliners, love seats, dining sets, bedroom sets, mattresses, outdoor furniture, and more. All in your hometown. Stop out and see Don, Mary Kay, Linda, or Joe. They want to help you find the exact pieces to fit your needs. Shop online at townhomefurnishings.com.
Hometown service, town home style, town home furnishing.
Protect yourself from personal attack on campus, in the home, at the mall, or wherever you are. Blue Dragon Taekwondo in Rochester is offering a self-defense boot camp so that you have the basic skills to protect yourself in an attack. Blue Dragon is the area's leading martial arts facility. Master instructor Dave Culver and his team welcome new participants and those seeking to learn the basic self-defense techniques. Contact Blue Dragon Taekwondo today to learn more about this exciting self-defense boot camp. Over the past few years, RTC TV4 has produced over 1,800 local videos about you, your family, your friends, your neighbors. Now all of these videos are available at the click of a mouse on our website, rtc4.com. Log on today to see all of our great coverage of sporting events, school programs, public meetings, and more. RTC TV4 and rtc4.com. See for yourself.
Talk about the next 5 minutes after you score. Stone's taking a chance. The keeper's out. Look at this. Stone scores it from midfield.
Quick pitch to Deshaun Heckman, definitely being a major runner for the Vikings, and he's just going to show that speed. He's got one man to beat, and that'll be a great touchdown for the Viking.
For South Adams, and that is the game point. Serve goes out of bounds for Neal.
Heading into the second, most definitely. Eli for 3. He gets it.
Hand off to KCO. KCO gets in. It is touchdown.
Up with it. She's going to try a 3, and she'll get that.
They came in and stole the zebra out of the glass case and replaced it with a tiger. And a bunch of bones and some blood in there to kind of make it like
Let her run through on the ball. Yes. And there's a goal, and she wasn't ready. And Dunlap's smart and takes time and takes it quick.
Good defense by Dunlap.
Morgan tipped it. Courtney steals it. She's got a 1v1. She goes after it, puts it up, and it's good.
Elbow, now to Ruff. Ruff against the 2-3 zone to Malco. 3 left baseline for the Lady Zebras is good, and Rochester up 23-21.
Mullen sets for the 2-2 pitch, and that's a fly ball into center field, going back.
The ball gets it up and over to Rowe. Rowe just puts it in for an easy 2.
Simplify your banking with a Simply Free checking account from First Federal Savings Bank.
All it takes is a $50 opening deposit. There's no minimum balance requirement and no service fees.
For a limited time, you'll also receive a free gift just for opening a checking account.
And with Instant Issue, we can give you a debit card when you open your account, giving you immediate access to your funds.
Simply Free checking from First Federal Savings Bank, a simpler way to bank.
And remember, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
Will be Rochester ball to start the second half.
Back at Culver Community High School, we're going to the third quarter. The Zebras will start with the third quarter, going to our right. Graham with the basketball, bounce pass to Utter. Perez on the floor, has it high on the left side. Tyler Walker also on the floor, and Jordan Reinhold. And we're going to have a reach and foul on Keller. The first half stats, Rochester shot 7 of 17 from the floor, 41%. And the Cavaliers 35%, 6 of 17 from the floor. Rochester out-rebounded the Cavaliers 14-6. That coming from Abby Malco. First game for Abby, keeping stats.
Yeah.
She's worried. She didn't want us to put her name on the radio, but you know what?
So you
Just
stuck
did.
it right out
That's
there,
right.
didn't you?
As soon as I could. High on the left side to Reinhold. Back door to Utter. Ball loose, picked off by the Cavs. Rochester by 4 with 30 seconds gone here in the third quarter. Left side three on the way to Rial. His shot no good. Austin Utter rips the board and will bring it up himself. And then he has his pass picked off by Keller. 2-on-1 break. Cavs with their numbers. The rebound, the shot by Keller no good. The putback by Roberts no good. And Reinhold with another board. And now Coach Malco not happy with what he saw there in the first minute of the third quarter. And we're going to take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Zebra Basketball, 92.1 WROI.
Hey everybody, I got exciting news. Country Lanes has a new state-of-the-art scoring system.
Come out, let your kids be mesmerized by the animated backgrounds. Take a safari trip to Jungle Jive or an outer space adventure in Cosmic Crush. Themes like the Kecklers or High Seas will entertain your little ones for hours. Choose extreme sports or click on Ninja Strike for martial arts. This high-spirited atmosphere is way cheaper than Cedar Point. Come out and visit Country Lanes for all your bowling fun.
The Rochester Zebras lead 17-6, and now they have 7 turnovers on the evening, right?
8.
8 turnovers on the evening. All righty then.
2 possessions, 2 turnovers here in the third quarter. So, yeah, not good.
So the Zebras, after their timeout, have the ball at the scorer's table. Rochester going to our right. Reinhold to look to get it in, does so to Utter. Cavs in a 2-3 zone. We did not see any zone in the first half by the Cavaliers.
No, we did not. And it's working.
Yeah, another turnover forced by the Cavaliers. Keller high on the right side. Gives to Roberts. Roberts behind the arc, sends left side to Ryan. Now to Roberts, top of the key. Roberts guarded by Brady Perez, stands 20 feet from him. No lie.
Yeah, they're not worried about Roberts shooting the outside shot. They're worried about him driving the paint.
Keller has it now from Rial. Fakes a shot. A couple of dribbles to his left. Now to Roberts on the left wing. Roberts, 3 on the way. Top of the key. In and out. No good. And Graham with the board. Graham then turns it over. Culver has it again. Roberts. No look pass down low to Sherman. He has his shot blocked. Keller has it now. He'll pull up from 10 feet. No good. And the rebound to Utter. Utter across the timeline. High on the left side to Graham. In the corner to Reinhold. Back to Graham, high on the left side. You know, one thing we did not see in the first half, a 3 by the Zebras.
You're right, yeah. I don't know if they even attempted one.
Brady Perez against Rial. Rial fakes make that Perez, goes to his left. Hands off to Graham.
Oh,
Graham then double dribbles. Another turnover by Rochester, and Isaiah Jackson coming back in. Rochester's had the ball five times and 5 turnovers.
Yep.
Graham comes out and Jackson back in. 5:50 to play in the third. Rochester by 4. And fortunately, the turnovers haven't hurt them yet.
Well, Culver shot 35% in the first half, and we didn't see any threes out of them either. Matter of fact, the one from Roberts was one of about 2 that I think they've even attempted tonight.
They did hit a 3 in the first half, didn't they?
No.
Okay. Huh. Right out the free throw line. Out to Roberts. Now quickly to Schumann. Schumann backs his way into the lane in front of the free throw line. Kicks it out to Rial. Rial dribbles to his left. Goes to the basket. Throws up a tough shot. Partially blocked by Utter. Rial gets it in the forehead. Utter grabs the rebound and gives to Jackson. Now to Perez. Brady Perez in the paint. Rises up. Puts it off the glass and in. And it's 19-13. Zebras back by 6. Roberts, top of the key.
And we talked about Rochester's frustrations turning the ball over until Perez's bucket there, but Culver, only 3 points in that second quarter, and they still have yet to score here in the third.
Yeah, and it's just a 6-point game right now for Rochester. Yeah. Coach Malco going back to his bench. Keller kicks it out to Schumann. His long 3 is in and out, no good. Jackson on the board. Trey Stasiak and also Onafield will come back in for Rochester. The floater by Jackson goes in.
Jackson took it coast to coast.
And now the Cavaliers will take another timeout. It will be a 30. You're listening to Zebra Basketball, 92.1 WROI.
Slow download, constant buffering, Wi-Fi dead zone? Let RTC help.
The customer support team at RTC Communications is here to help you with your internet connectivity.
Hi, I'm Bonnie, one of the support team members here at RTC. For a small fee, RTC offers a Wi-Fi health check where we will evaluate your in-home Wi-Fi network and assist you with common issues. See what RTC can do for you. Give us a call today.
Got that new home edition and you're keeping it covered.
Ooh, coverages now. I can help with this. Got zone coverage, man coverage, combo coverages.
I don't know, Peyton. I think more like the coverage your nationwide agent offers.
Oh.
You want from Val just come in. Columbia City leads Whitco after 1-14-10. Warsaw over Valley in the first quarter, 15-12. Mississinawa leads Manchester at halftime, 34-25. And our score is 21-13 here at Culver. In the third quarter, 4:20 to play in the third period. Cavs at the basketball after their timeout. Keller over to the left side. Zaija. Roberts to Schumann. Backs his way in, throws up a shot over Stasiak, and it goes. Lead back to 6 for Rochester. 4 minutes to play in the third. Jackson has it high on the left side for the Zebras. He'll work against Zaija.
That's only the second field goal since the first quarter for Culver.
Say it again.
Only the second field goal since the first quarter for Culver.
Brady Perez out to the volleyball line to Stasiak. Trades the basketball, drives it left hard, and yeah, good call.
Yep.
Schumann
hands all over him.
Yep, rode him all the way to the free throw line. There's going to be a foul on the Cavs.
That's 3 on Schumann. Second in this half.
Villaquette comes back in. And coming out is, Roberts. First time he's come out tonight.
Yeah, it is.
3:40 to play in the third. Rochester up 21-15. Reinhold looks to get it in. Does so at the Culver volleyball line to Jackson. Isaiah crosses the timeline. Nice crossover dribble. He's in the paint. Goes to the basket. Throws up a shot. No good, but a foul coming on the Cavs. Isaiah Jackson will go to the line to shoot 2 for the Zebras. 3.5 to play first. Make that third
Schumann
quarter.
Just picked up his 4th foul. Team third.
So Jackson at the line to shoot 2 for the Zebras, who lead 21-15. 3.5 to play in the third quarter. Jackson eyes the first one. Southpaw lets it fly, and it's good. Ryalk back into the game, and Schumann comes out, like Brad just said, with 4 personals. One more coming for the sophomore, Isaiah Jackson. Jackson eyes the second one, lets it fly. Short. Rebounded by Brady Perez. Backs his way in. Throws up a shot. It's good.
Nice job by Perez.
And Rochester by 9 with 3:25 to play in the third quarter. Villaquette across the timeline. Ziaja with the basketball. Now to Stevens. Quickly left side to Villaquette. Villaquette left wing against Stasiak. Now to Stevens. One dribble, a couple dribble his right. Ryal now left side to Villaquette. 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. Rochester by 9. Villaquette, Ziaja, left elbow, cut off by Perez, outside to Keller. Keller fakes a 3, inside the 3-point line. Ziaja, left wing, around the pick, down top of the key between the rings. Works right wing. Now at the elbow, right side, outside to Keller. 2:45 to play in the third quarter. Rochester by 9. Villaquette now at the volleyball line. Great defense right now by the Zebras. Being very patient.
Yeah, they've played good defense this entire game, but they've really buckled down here in this third.
Ziaja, left side to Villaquette. Top to Keller. Keller drives it left against Jackson. At the elbow. Right side to Stevens. One dribble to his right. Back to Keller in the left wing. Keller, left side against Jackson. A couple of dribbles. Goes to the left elbow. Back to Ziaja. Ziaja on the left wing. Rochester begging Culver to shoot a 3.
Yeah, without Roberts in the game, Culver's looking for
a leader.
Somebody to direct them in offense.
2:05 to play in the third quarter. Rochester up by 9. Rochester's played defense here for at least a minute 45. And then,
cheap foul.
Ryal was bailed out by the officials. Onnefield is going to be whistled for the foul, and that's going to send him to the free throw line. Great defense. Fantastic defense by the Zebras.
There wasn't anything Onnefield could have done differently to avoid that.
Right.
Yep.
So Ryle at the line to shoot 2 with 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Rochester by 9. First one for the senior is no good. Jake Fisher comes into the game for Culver and Stevens to come out. Brad Thomas, I'm David Musselman. Ryle back to the line for one freebie for the Cavs. The right-handed free throw on the way is good this time. 24-16, Rochester by 8. Look out, Jackson almost loses it out of bounds. He can't.
Yeah, he got away with a double.
I think everybody in the joint was saying the same thing. And then chucks it into the second row of the bleachers. And Austin Utter will come back in for Jackson. 1:51 to play in the third quarter. Rochester by 8. And the Cavs will have it back after Rochester's turnover. Villaquette against Stasiak. Zayaja, that is. To Keller. Keller in the lane, goes to the basket, rises up, off the glass and in. Now Culver in a little token man-to-man pressure in the backcourt. Reinhold will run the point. Jordan across the timeline, going left. Now to Brady Perez, high on the left side. Perez hesitates, backs his way in, loses the handle, and travels.
Well, turnovers are the reason why this is a 6-point game right now.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Rochester's had 7 of them in this quarter.
You know, as well as they've played defense in this quarter, the turnovers kind of overshadowing that a little bit.
7 turnovers in this quarter.
Minute 15. Ryle high on the right side for the Cavs. Now to Keller. Keller against Brady Perez in the man-to-man defense. Hands off to Zayaja. Zayaja right side to Keller with a minute to play in the third. Keller backing his way in, kicks it out to Fisher, who gives to Villaquette. 52 seconds. Ryle for 3 is good from the left wing. And Culver now within 3 with 45 seconds to play in the third quarter. Stasiak runs the point against Villaquette. Picks up his dribble, now to Utter. Right baseline, now in the paint, rises up, puts it, shoots it from 10 and no good. Great block out by the Cavaliers. Now we're going to have a foul on Austin Utter. Really good block out by the Cavs.
Yeah, Utter trying desperately to get over the block out to knock that ball back in against Culver, and he's going to get called for a push.
33 seconds to play in the third quarter. Rochester up 24-21. (24-21) Rochester. 30 seconds to play in the third quarter. Villaquette will jog it through the center circle. He'll be picked up by Trey Stasiak at the three-point line. He stands in the center circle and just dribbles. We're down to 20 seconds. Now Stasiak comes out and applies pressure, gives to Zayaja, that is, I beg your pardon, with 10. Zayaja dribbles against Utter. Works to the right side, just about out of his pocket pick to Villaquette with 7. Left side to Rayal with 5. Rayal drives with 4, gets away with the travel. Villaquette from the volleyball line with 1, and that'll do it. After 3, Rochester leads 24-21. You're listening to Zebra Basketball, 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4.
Got that new home edition and you're keeping it covered.
Ooh, coverages now. I can help with this. Got zone coverage, man coverage, combo coverages.
I don't know, Peyton. I think more like the coverage your nationwide agent offers.
Oh, you want to go there. Home, auto, life, business, farm, boat, RV, ATV, camper, pet, motorcycle, your tour bus. Right. Did I mention farm?
Contact Jennings Insurance Agency today or visit one of our offices in Argus and Rochester. Shepherd Chevrolet Buick in Rochester is having the largest Black Friday sales event ever. Take $1,000 off all pre-owned vehicles or receive employee pricing plus rebates on any new Chevrolet or Buick in stock. During this Black Friday event, Shepherd's is offering a free Christmas ham with every qualified test drive or qualified trade appraisal, and a free 40-inch 4K flat screen TV with the purchase of any vehicle over $5,000. That's only at Shepherd Chevrolet Buick in Rochester.
At First Federal Savings Bank, we can help you remodel your home, consolidate debt, or even provide some spending cash for you with our home equity line of credit.
Our standard home equity line of credit allows borrowers to draw funds for up to 10 years and comes with no closing costs for qualified customers.
Take advantage of this great opportunity Contact one of our experienced mortgage lenders or apply online at firstfederalbanking.com. And remember, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
Villaquette across the timeline. High on the left side. Troyal. Ziaja. Fisher now to Villaquette. Villaquette on the right elbow. Troyal with the basketball against Reinhold. Ziaja fakes it, pass left. Now comes back left to Keller, high on the left side. Keller against Jackson. To Villaquette, now to Fisher in the right corner. Villaquette high on the right side against Brady Perez. Gets the screen, almost has his pocket picked by Brady Perez. Villaquette on the baseline, no. Now to Fisher. Ziaja. Left side of Keller, and Culver's going to make Rochester play some defense here.
Yeah, they are. They've had a couple of stints like this.
Ziaja at the free throw line, backs it out behind the three-point line, out of Keller. A minute gone in the fourth quarter. Villaquette, jumper on the way is good over Brady Perez, and the Cavs now within one. 24-23. Rochester by one. 6:50 to play in the game. Perez outside left, jump stop, leaner off the glass is good. Had a little contact there, no foul. The Zebras are back up by 3.
Perez now with 8.
Anybody in doubles?
Nope.
Probably not with 26 points. Ziaja. Gives outside to Keller. Keller against Jackson. Just inside the arc is Ziaja. Top of the key against Utter. Left side to Fisher. Fisher just inside the arc, back to Ziaja. Right side to Royale against Reinhold. Back to Villaquette. 6:20 to play in the game. Rochester by 3. Villaquette, 3 left wing is no good. On a field, another big board. Hands off to Reinhold. Jordan pushes. Jordan at the right elbow. Gives outside to Utter. Utter against the man-to-man defense. And Jackson left wing. Feeds inside to Reinhold. Jordan fakes a shot. Goes to the basket. Loses the handle, but foul on the shot. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Nice move by the senior, Jordan Reinhold.
The foul's on Keller. That's his 3rd, team 4th.
And now the Cavs fighting a little bit of foul issues. You got Schumann on the bench with 4. Now Keller with 3.
Keller with 3.
Jordan Reinhold at the line to shoot 2 for the Z's. 2 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Rochester up by 3. Reinhold looks at the first one, fires the first one, and it's good.
That's Jordan's first points of the game.
Roberts comes back into the game for the Cavs, and coming out is Fisher. Brad Thomas, I'm David Musselman. Our next broadcast will be Saturday night as the Rochester Lady Zebras will battle the Winnemac Lady Warriors. That's a 6 o'clock JV tip. We'll be there. That should be a really good game. Yep. I hope we get a big crowd for that one.
Yeah, 5-2 Rochester Lady Zebras and the 5-1 Lady Warriors.
Reinhold makes both free throws, and here comes a half-court trap by the Z's. Ziaja crosses the timeline against the trap and throws it right into the hands of Utter. Austin then gives off to Jackson. 5:40 to play in the game. Rochester by 5 at 28-23. Jackson can't.
Oh, yep. Got caught that time.
He did that again. You can't drop it, pick it up, and dribble again. It's the second time this quarter.
Yeah.
5:40 to play in the game. Rochester up 28-23.
Got called for it that time.
Roberts now back in the game. Will run the point for the Cavs. He'll walk it through the center circle. Brady Perez will guard him. Roberts in the circle. Brady Perez at the free throw line. Royale, left corner to Villaquette. I would say Villaquette's probably their only three-point option. At least that's what I've seen this game.
Royale hit the 3.
Yeah, that's true.
And he's taken a couple and made couple long 2s. So
Roberts from the elbow. It's good. And it's 28-25. Rochester lead down to 3. 5 to play in the game. Utter to Reinhold. Jordan at the right elbow. Rises up, puts it off the front of the rim. No good. Roberts and the Cavs with the board. Good look, falling away a little bit, left it short.
Yeah.
Roberts coast to coast. His shot blocked. Oh, we're going to have a foul, late call on Brady Perez.
First.
That was a late call. Both guys were sliding to the mats out of bounds, and then the whistle blows. Wow. So Roberts will go to the line to shoot 2 with 4:50 to play in the basketball game. Rochester by 3.
Roberts with 6 points in the ball game. This is his first trip to the free throw line.
RT Roberts fires the first one, and it's short. One more coming for the Cavs. 4:50 to play here at Culver in the first basketball game of the year for the guys. Rochester up by 3. They've held the lead the most of the night. I think they've only trailed once. Both free throws missed. Picked up by Reinhold. Now to Utter, who gives to Jackson. Jackson across the timeline left to Brady Perez. Brady against the double team. Gives to Utter in the paint. Austin goes to the basket. Leaner on the way. That thing was down. And the bucket spit it out, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Good control by Utter.
4:40 to play in the game. Austin Utter at the line to shoot 2 for the Zebras, who lead by 3.
Villequez picks up his first, team 5th.
A lot of turkey playing tomorrow.
I'm going to eat a lot of turkey.
Yeah, I'm going to eat till I pass out, I think. Utter's first one on the way is good.
That is normal.
Hey, when you get a minute, give me the numbers free throw shooting wise tonight for the Zebras, please. One more coming for Utter as he pushes this lead to 4. Could be 5 after this freebie.
7 of 11 right now from the line.
I'll take it.
Yep.
Utter's ready. Flies the second one. No good. And the rebound to the Cavaliers. As Onafield had it. Yep. Had his hands on it. He slipped through him. Roberts. Ziaja. Right side to Schumann, who's back in the basketball game. Right wing to Roberts. 4:20 to play in the game. Rochester by 4. Schumann, left side. Ziaja. Left wing against Onafield. Now to Roberts. Right side. Rial. Nice defense by Reinhold. Didn't get faked out by that shot fake. Roberts inside the three-point line. Top of the key to Villequet.
I would say collectively it's been good defense on the entire team. They're doing a lot of switching, a lot of picking up of the cutter, going through the lane.
Well, it is after all 25 points are given up in almost 3.5 quarters. Schumann for 3, left wing, short. Jackson with the board. 3:50 to play in the game. Rochester by 4. Jackson right side to Utter. Austin looks down low, gets it to Reinhold on the right block. His leaner on the way is off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound fought for, and Culver cannot save him going out of bounds. It should stay with Rochester, and it will.
Reinhold's had a couple of really good looks inside. He just hasn't been able to get the ball to bounce in, and it's not off.
Rochester with 4 timeouts, Culver with 3. Rochester the basketball as Utter gets it inbounds. He goes to the basket hard, throws up a shot off the glass and good. Rochester back by 6 at 31-25. 3:20 to play in the game.
Utter now with 7. I'm sorry, 6.
Roberts throws up a shot, no good, gets his own rebound. He's going to be in the paint, going to be tied up by Brady Perez.
Perez is going to get the foul.
I'm sorry, he's not going to be tied up. Brady Perez is going to be called on the reach in.
That'll be 2 on Perez.
3:15 to play in the game, and Coach Malco will use a timeout. It will be a 60. You're listening to Zebra Basketball, 92.1 WROI.
Townhome Furnishings in Rochester is the place to shop for all of your furniture needs. Sofas, recliners, love seats, dining sets, bedroom sets, mattresses, outdoor furniture, and more. All in your hometown. Stop out and see Don, Mary Kay, Linda, or Joe. They want to help you find the exact pieces to fit your needs. Shop online at townhomefurnishings.com.
Hometown service, down home style, Town Home Furnishings.
Protect yourself from personal attack on campus, in the home, at the mall, or wherever you are. Blue Dragon Taekwondo in Rochester is offering a self-defense boot camp so that you have the basic skills to protect yourself in an attack. Blue Dragon is the area's leading martial arts facility. Master instructor Dave Culver and his team welcome new participants and those seeking to learn the basic self-defense techniques. Contact Blue Dragon Taekwondo today to learn more about this exciting self-defense boot camp.
Plummer each with 7 points to pace the Zebras in that JV contest. And Rochester now up by 6 with time running out here in the ball game.
Culver will have it out of bounds. Turnovers have been the key for Rochester tonight. Too many of them.
Yeah, well, especially in the second half.
Yeah.
First half wasn't bad, like 6, I think.
Right, yeah, you're right.
Roberts in the paint. Nice job by Austin Utter cutting off his dribbling path. Now to Villequet against Jackson. Left corner.
Rochester playing defense like they trail.
Royale for three, is in and out, no good.
Gets his own rebound.
Gets a pretty good block out by Brady Perez. Ball's up in the air, and Onafield with the rebound, I believe. Dribbles out of trouble, now to Jackson. 2:50 to play in the game. Utter, right side, pulls up, high off the glass, and good!
Utter with his 5th point here in the 4th quarter. He now has 8.
And the Zebras push this lead back to 8. Roberts will go to the basket. He throws a shot up, good, and a foul! Can't swing and a miss. If you're going to foul him, do not let him shoot it.
Yeah, you're right. Perez is going to pick up that foul. That's his 3rd, team 4th.
Brady tried to set up for a charge, and when Roberts went around him,
short, yeah.
Tried to grab him with a wing, and it didn't work. So Roberts at the line to shoot one freebie. Rochester up 33-27. Roberts free throw on the way, in and out, and no good. Offensive rebound. Deschumi loses it out of bounds. They're going to say last touch by the Zebras. It'll stay with the Cavs. Yikes. 2.5 to play in the game. 33-27. Rochester with the lead. 3 timeouts apiece for each team, and I believe Rochester has a possession arrow, the way it looks. Villaquette has his pass stolen.
We're going to say kicked it.
But Jackson kicks the basketball. It'll stay with Culver. 2.5 to play in the game. Rochester by 6 at 33-27. Villaquette will look to get it in. Baseline left. Bounce pass in to Royale. Fakes a 3. Goes to the right elbow. Kicks it out to Schumann. Schumann against Utter. Nice defense. Ziaja to Roberts. Roberts penetrates. Kicks it out to Royale. Now to Villaquette to Schumann. Schumann goes to the basket hard. Throws up a tough shot. No good. Air ball picked up by Perez. Now to Utter. Ahead to Jackson. Jackson with the basketball in the corner to Reinhold, outside to Brady Perez. Very good.
Yeah, good
2 of 7 to
patience.
play. Yep. Jordan thought about a 3, passed it up, and I think I heard Coach Malco say no.
Yeah, I heard that
Now
too.
Jackson has it. Jackson hands off to Reinhold, who brings it to the top of the key.
6-point lead with just under 2. You want to run a little bit of that clock.
No. And now we're going to have a foul on Culver, and after the next foul, Rochester will shoot.
Roberts picks up his first, team 6th.
No.
Yeah.
Minute 50 to play in the game. Coach Kruger will go back to the bench, and Keller will come in. Villaquette will come out. Reinhold will trigger it in right in front of Coach McCarter on the Rochester bench. Rochester going to our right. Jordan studies. Bounce pass into Jackson. Jackson holds against Roberts. A minute, 100 seconds to play in the basketball game. Brady loses the handle, picked up by Keller. Keller, no look pass to Royale, and he loses it out of bounds and go back to Rochester. And now Rochester will take a timeout. It will be a 60. You're listening to Zebra Basketball, 92.1 WROI.
Over the past few years, RTC TV4 has produced over 1,800 local videos about you, your family, your friends, your neighbors. Now all of these videos are available at the click of a mouse on our website, rtc4.com. Log on today to see all of our great coverage of sporting events, school programs, public meetings, and more. RTC TV4 and rtc4.com. See for yourself.
Are you in pain from an injury or arthritis? What if there was a place that could meet all of your orthopedic needs? A place with some of the best orthopedic doctors and staff in the Midwest. A place where you're treated as a person instead of a patient. What if that place weren't in Chicago or Indianapolis? There is such a place. Rochester Orthopedics, your regional orthopedic specialist. When you're looking for comfort and relief, remember, trust the board-certified and fellowship-trained surgeons at Rochester Orthopedics.
Back at Culver Community High School, a minute 36 to play in the game. Rochester up by 6, and will have the basketball underneath the Culver basket going to our right. Rochester has 2 timeouts left, the Cavaliers with 3.
Full court, man-to-man pressure by the Cavaliers.
Reinhold gets it into Utter, over the top to Jackson. Isaiah Jackson crosses the timeline with 90 seconds. Left wing pass to Utter, quickly to Reinhold. Jordan back to Utter, over the top to Jackson. Jackson is then fouled by Roberts, and that's going to send Jackson to the line to shoot one of the bonus with 1:22 to play in the game.
Roberts picks up his second. Isaiah Jackson with 3 points in the ball game. He's 1 of 2 from the line. 1 and a bonus for Jackson. Let's see. Eyes up the first one.
Shot short, and the rebound to Schumann.
Roberts quickly up the floor.
1:15 to play in the game. Roberts at the free throw line. Ziaja with the basketball, left wing, has his pocket picked by Utter. Utter running the other way. Utter cut off of the blocks. Outside to Perez. Brady rises up, puts a shot up, no good. We're going to have a foul coming on the Cavaliers, or is that going to be on Brady Perez?
Perez slow getting up.
They're going to be a charge on Brady
Perez. And that'll be his 4th, team 5th.
And the Cavaliers will take a timeout. It's a 60. You're listening to Zebra Basketball, 92.1 WROI.
Simplify your banking with a Simply Free checking account from First Federal Savings Bank.
All it takes is a $50 opening deposit. There's no minimum balance requirement and no service fees.
For a limited time, you'll also receive a free gift just for opening a checking account.
And with Instant Issue, we can give you a debit card when you open your account, giving you immediate access to your funds.
Simply Free checking from First Federal Savings Bank, a simpler way to bank.
And remember, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
Hey everybody, I got exciting news. Country Lanes has a new state-of-the-art scoring system.
Come out, let your kids be mesmerized by the animated backgrounds. Take a safari trip to Jungle Jive or an outer space adventure in Cosmic Crush. Themes like the Kecklers or High Seas will entertain your little ones for hours. Choose extreme sports or click on Ninja Strike for martial arts. This high-spirited atmosphere is way cheaper than Cedar Point. Come out and visit Country Lanes for all your bowling fun.
.103 to play in the basketball game. Rochester by 6 at 33-27, and after the turnover, the Cavs will have it back. Roberts to bring it up the floor, now down to a minute to play through the center circle. Begging Roberts to shoot it. He pulls up from the free throw line, lets it fly it short. Offensive rebound. Roberts has it, rises up over the rim, puts it in for 2. 50 seconds.
Give them enough opportunities, they'll make you pay.
And then Rochester turns it over again. Austin Utter was slow to get back in bounds, and the ball went back to Reinhold. And the Zebras are going to turn it over with 47 seconds to play in the game. Now only up by 4.
That's their 16th turnover this ball game.
10 in the second half.
Yeah, they had 6 at halftime.
Keller looks to get it in. Bounce pass into Rael for 3, right wing, short. Perez with the rebound. Brady gives to Reinhold. Rochester pushes ahead to Utter. Now Austin could have went to the basket and pulls it out. Utter then is going to be fouled by Roberts, and Utter will go to the line to shoot one of the bonus with 36 seconds to play in the game. The Zebras by 4.
3 on Roberts.
I believe each school's with 2 timeouts. 36 seconds to play in the game. 33-29 Rochester.
Utter with 8 points in the game. He's 2 of 4 from the line.
And Utter has 1 and the bonus for the Zebras. Austin sets himself for the first one. Lets it fly. Nope. And the rebound to Culver. 32 seconds. Roberts runs. Roberts left wing. Rochester by 4 with 27 seconds. Schumann, the 15-footer, is no good. Offensive rebound, put back. Rael is good. Timeout, Culver. Rochester up 33-31 with 20 seconds to play in the game. And the Cavaliers uses a timeout. It's a 60. We'll take a 30. We'll take a 30-second timeout. 92.1 WROI and RTC TV4.
Slow download, constant buffering, Wi-Fi dead zone? Let RTC help. The customer support team at RTC Communications is here to help you with your internet connectivity.
Hi, I'm Bonnie, one of the support team members here at RTC. For a small fee, RTC offers a Wi-Fi health check where we will evaluate your in-home Wi-Fi network and assist you with common issues. See what RTC can do for you. Give us a call today.
Got that new home edition and you're keeping it covered.
Ooh, coverages now. I can help with this. Got zone coverage, man coverage, combo coverages.
I don't know, Peyton. I think more like the coverage your Nationwide agent offers.
Oh, you want to go there? Home, auto, life, business, farm, boat, RV, ATV, camper, pet, motorcycle, your tour bus. Did I mention farm?
Contact Jennings Insurance Agency today or visit one of our offices in Argus and Rochester.
Six seconds to play in the game. Rochester and Culver with one timeout. The Zebras have 6 seconds to get it up the floor and get a bucket before the time expires. Rochester's led the entire game. They have trailed 2 times, once in the first quarter and once right now.
Lyall with the big three-pointer in the corner for Culver. He's got 11 points coming off the bench.
The Cavaliers and the Zebras with one timeout. Reinhold will take it out. Both teams shooting one in the bonus. Reinhold will look to get it in. Around Ziaja. Gets it into Utter. Utter ahead to Reinhold with 4. Utter down on a field. Layup is good. The Zebras win. The Zebras win. Utterfield hit the layup in the buzzer. Rochester wins 35-34. Post-game show coming up next, 92.1 WROI.
Shepherd Chevrolet Buick in Rochester is having the largest Black Friday sales event ever. Take $1,000 off all pre-owned vehicles or receive employee pricing plus rebates on any new Chevrolet or Buick in stock. During this Black Friday event, Shepherd's is offering a free Christmas ham with every qualified test drive or qualified trade appraisal, and a free 40-inch 4K flat screen TV with the purchase of any vehicle over $5,000. That's only at Shepherd Chevrolet Buick in Rochester.
At First Federal Savings Bank, we can help you remodel your home, consolidate debt, or even provide some spending cash for you with our home equity line of credit.
Our standard home equity line of credit allows borrowers to draw funds for up to 10 years and comes with no closing costs for qualified customers.
Take advantage of this great opportunity. Contact one of our experienced mortgage lenders or apply online at firstfederalbanking.com. And remember, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
Townhome Furnishings in Rochester is the place to shop for all of your furniture needs. Sofas, recliners, love seats, dining sets, bedroom sets, mattresses, outdoor furniture, and more. All in your hometown. Stop out and see Don, Mary Kay, Linda, or Joe. They want to help you find the exact pieces to fit your needs. Shop online at townhomefurnishings.com.